On this All Saints Sunday this year, I am keeping in mind my grandmother. And especially this year, for some reason, I remember more than other things, her laugh. She died 15 years ago this year. So it's been a few seasons since we were together. But I still remember the way that she would just get a kick out of the stuff my younger brother and I would say when we were kids. And she would just laugh and howl this great belly laugh and carry on. She, of course, reminded us of just how much we were loved by her. And, of course, she wasn't a perfect person, even though she was a saint. And she had her difficulties like we all do, her rough spots. There were things that we may have wished had been different for her in her life. But she was grandma. And we were her family. And there was no doubt about the love that she shared for us at her home, and on family vacation together, and meals prepared, and music played on the piano in her living room, and holidays celebrated through the year. Indeed, she showed us what it meant to love. And for that, on this All Saints Sunday, I am grateful. And this day has a long history of a spirit of gratefulness. In its earliest origins, the remembrance of the saints was actually concerned primarily with remembering the lives of the unknown martyrs of the faith, rather than just folks who had gone before us into death. Of course, marked those occasions when they had been killed in service of the gospel and its radical vision that turns the world upside down, bringing God's divine liberation and love and right-making justice to us. And even though we're less likely today to hold vigil in remembrance of modern martyrs of the faith, we still yet remember those who have gone ahead of us into the mystery of death and the legacies they have left behind. As we will soon name during the intercessory prayers, those dear saints who have lost this past year. I'm going to head back over there. You can come play with it, Tom. While I preach, you get that done. Team effort here today. But this sort of remembrance that we practice on days like today is important for us. For the practice of remembering stands at the core expressions of our faith. Of course, we remember with baptism the ways God's saving work has been made known through the ages through water. And we remember at the meal at Christ's table the ways in which God's love has been made known through simple meals shared, especially when life is at its very breaking point. And thus we remember today how God was active in the lives of these saints who have gone before us, all who've been baptized in the tradition of faith. And how the gospel flowed through them, even imperfectly at times, but also how their living laid the groundwork for us then to also be part of this faith, be part of God's outpouring love and freedom and justice, even as imperfect as it is as we go as well. And I dare say that we need these saints, dear people. We need these saints who are now feasting at God's eternal banqueting table. Because they are for us a tactile testimony of what it means for us to continue to struggle through our faith and wrestle with the complexities of life and be gathered into God's care through it all, even when we've given all that we can give and lived all that we can live and done all that we can do to be agents of God's kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven, as we pray to be enacted every week that God gathers us here. But when it comes down to it, these saints before us, their lives have served as signposts for us. to direct us again towards the riches of our God, who continues to meet us and make us right and save us, and who turns us time and time again towards this holy work of faith that transforms our world for the better, even if we only have a small part in that along the way. The time is indeed coming, people, when we will be gathered at that great river beyond us. And the good work in which we've taken part will be passed on to those who follow after us. And it will be out of our hands. But for now, we still have the good work God has called us to. So that somehow this world might look a little bit more like God's coming reign than it did before we got here. So may the saints today and always illumine this way of faith for us as we go. In the name of Christ. Amen. Amen.